The weather pattern is about to flip, and I need you to understand just how significant this change is going to be. After weeks of record warmth, winter is coming back with vengeance. A bomb cyclone will develop this weekend, bringing heavy snow, severe weather, and dangerous cold to millions of Americans. This is not a typical winter storm. This is a pattern-changing event that will affect the entire eastern half of the United States for weeks to come. Here's what you need to know. By Monday morning, a powerful low-pressure system will have intensified to 971 millibars over Michigan. Wind gusts will reach 50 to 70 miles per hour across multiple states. Snow totals of 1 to 2 feet, with isolated amounts of 2 to 3 feet. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes on Sunday afternoon, and an Arctic blast that will send temperatures plunging 60 degrees in some locations within 24 hours. This forecast will give you everything you need to prepare. I'll explain the atmospheric setup driving this storm. I'll walk you through the timeline hour by hour. I'll provide regional breakdowns so you know exactly what to expect in your area. And I'll give you practical safety guidance that could save your life. The jet stream is the key to understanding this entire event. That river of air 5 to 7 miles above our heads controls virtually everything about our weather. As we move into Saturday and Sunday, the jet stream is setting up with a deep trough over the Midwest. This creates the perfect environment for rapid storm intensification. What exactly is a bomb cyclone? It's a low-pressure system where the central pressure drops by at least 24 millibars within 24 hours. This rapid pressure drop causes the storm to intensify exponentially. Think of it like opening a vacuum. The faster air rushes in to fill the void, the stronger the winds become, the more moisture gets pulled into the system, and the more violent the weather becomes. The atmospheric setup for this storm is textbook. We have Gulf moisture surging northward, Pacific moisture moving in from the west. These moisture sources are converging over the northern plains. At the same time, Arctic air is diving southward out of Canada. All of these ingredients are coming together in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. What makes this particularly dangerous is the temperature contrast. Very warm air to the south, very cold air to the north. The boundary between them, the cold front, will stretch from Texas all the way to New England. Along this boundary, we're going to see every type of winter weather imaginable. Heavy snow on the cold side, freezing rain in the transition zone, severe thunderstorms in the warm sector. Currently, Saturday afternoon, a winter storm that hit the Northeast earlier today is moving offshore. That storm produced 4 to 8 inches of snow across New York, Northeast Pennsylvania, and Long Island. Hartwick, New York, recorded 11.5 inches. New York City saw 4.3 inches in Central Park. Connecticut received 5 to 9 inches south of Hartford. Dozens of car accidents. Travel disrupted. But that storm is clearing out now. The storm that's developing over the Central Plains right now is going to be much worse. Late Saturday night, snow begins over the Rockies and spreads into the northern plains. The storm will be centered near 999 millibars at this point. Not particularly strong yet. Sunday morning changes everything. The storm will be positioned over Iowa around 1,001 millibars. It will actually weaken slightly as it approaches Iowa. But then rapid intensification kicks in. By Sunday afternoon, this storm will be cranking up fast. Heavy snow develops across Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan by Sunday afternoon. Snowfall rates of 3 to 4 inches per hour are possible during the peak. The snow will be very fluffy and light because of how cold the air mass is. This means it will blow around easily in the strong winds, creating dangerous blizzard conditions. Freezing rain develops across portions of the Northeast Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. This is critical. Ice accumulation is one of the most dangerous winter weather hazards. A quarter-inch of ice can bring down tree branches and power lines. Areas that receive more than a quarter-inch will almost certainly experience power outages. Sunday afternoon is also when severe weather erupts. And yes, I'm talking about severe thunderstorms and tornadoes in late December. A corridor from eastern Missouri through Illinois into Indiana will have the ingredients for rotating supercells. The time frame is approximately noon to 6 p.m. Street, Louis eastward to Fort Wayne is the area to watch most closely. Why tornadoes this late in the year? Because we have that extreme temperature contrast. Warm, moist air pushing north out of the Gulf. Cold air diving south out of Canada. Where they meet, the atmosphere becomes violently unstable. Wind shear will be more than sufficient for supercells and tornadoes. After sunset, the tornado threat will decrease, but damaging straight-line winds will continue. By Sunday evening, the full fury of this storm will be unleashed. Heavy snow and blizzard conditions across the upper Midwest, severe thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley, freezing rain across the Northeast, and all of it driven by a rapidly intensifying low-pressure system. Sunday night into Monday morning is when the winds reach their peak intensity. Widespread wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour across the Midwest. Near the cold front over Ohio and Kentucky, gusts could reach 60 to 70 miles per hour. These are winds capable of causing widespread power outages, downing trees, and making travel extremely dangerous or impossible. The storm will also create a dramatic temperature divide. Sunday afternoon, parts of Illinois and Missouri will feel like 70 degrees. At the same time, Nebraska and Iowa will be near 0 degrees. That's a temperature difference of 70 degrees over a distance of just a few hundred miles. By Monday morning, the storm reaches its peak intensity over Michigan. The GFS model projects a central pressure of 971 millibars. This officially qualifies as a bomb cyclone. The pressure will have dropped more than 24 millibars in 24 hours. At this point, the heaviest snow will be shifting into Canada, but the impacts across the United States are far from over. Lake effect snow becomes a major factor Monday and Tuesday. Very strong northerly winds will blow across the Great Lakes, picking up moisture and dumping it downwind. Three main areas will be hammered: the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, downwind of Lake Superior; Central and Western Michigan, downwind of Lake Michigan; Western New York, downwind of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Lake effect snow can be extremely intense and very localized. Some areas could see an additional 1 to 2 feet beyond what falls from the main storm. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan is positioned to get hit the hardest, potentially receiving a total of 2 to 3 feet when you combine the main storm snow with lake effect. By Tuesday, the main storm system finally pulls away into Canada. Light snow continues across the Northeast, but the pattern remains locked in a cold, active configuration. Alberta Clippers, fast-moving storm systems from Canada, will bring repeated rounds of snow through the middle and end of next week. Let me break down the snow totals because the numbers are impressive. The GFS model shows widespread 1-foot-plus totals across the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and northern Wisconsin. Isolated pockets of 2 to 3 feet are possible. Minneapolis into northern Wisconsin near Wausau could see 8 to 12 inches. These are significant, impactful snow totals. Areas like Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Chicago will likely miss the heaviest snow because the storm track keeps the main snow band to the north. But these cities will still face high winds and a brutal temperature crash. The Arctic blast following this storm is equally significant. Very cold air will pour southward behind the low-pressure system. Even Dallas, Texas, will experience a dramatic temperature swing. Sunday's high of 80 degrees will crash to just 42 degrees by Monday. That's a 40-degree drop in one day. Further north, the temperature change will be even more extreme. Chicago will go from near 60 degrees on Sunday to wind chills near 0 by Monday morning. That's a 60-degree swing in less than 24 hours. Wind chills across the Midwest will be below 0 Monday and Tuesday morning. The cold will spread to the East Coast by Tuesday, blanketing the entire eastern half of the country. This isn't a one-day cold snap. The pattern supports continued cold through at least the first half of January. Another surge of Arctic air is forecast for later next week. While it may not bring as much snow, it will bring intense cold and strong winds. Combined with snow already on the ground, it will feel bitterly cold across a huge area. In Proverbs 22 verse 3, we read, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it." This ancient wisdom speaks directly to our situation. God has equipped us with the ability to recognize danger and respond wisely. Preparing for this storm is prudent. It's wise. It's the responsible thing to do. Let me provide practical safety guidance. Winter driving first. If you must drive in winter weather, slow down dramatically. Cut your speed by at least 15 to 20 miles per hour below the posted limit. On ice, your stopping distance is 3 to 9 times longer than on dry pavement. Following distance should increase from 3 seconds to 6 to 8 seconds. Avoid sudden movements. Accelerate smoothly. Brake gently and early. Turn gradually. If you slide, steer toward where you want to go and ease off the gas. Don't slam the brakes. Know when conditions are too dangerous. If visibility drops to near zero or traffic is crawling, get off the road. Find a hotel. Wait it out. No trip is worth your life. Vehicle preparation is essential. Full tank of gas before the storm. Emergency kit with blankets, warm clothing, flashlight, first aid kit, food, water, ice scraper, shovel, and traction aids like sand or kitty litter. Fully charged phone. Tell someone your route and expected arrival time. Home preparation matters. Protect pipes in unheated areas. Open cabinet doors under sinks. Let faucets drip. Disconnect outdoor hoses. Have a backup heating plan if power goes out. Never use generators indoors or in attached garages. Carbon monoxide poisoning is deadly. Stock food and water for 3 days minimum, 1 gallon of water per person per day, non-perishable food, prescription medications for at least a week, power outage supplies, including flashlights, batteries, battery-powered radio, first aid kit, and matches or candles in safe holders. Cold weather health risks are real. Frostbite can develop in 5 to 10 minutes when wind chills are below zero. Fingers, toes, ears, and nose are most vulnerable. Signs include numbness and grayish skin. If frostbite is suspected, get indoors and warm the affected area gradually with warm water. Never hot. Hypothermia is life-threatening. Signs include shivering, confusion, slurred speech, and drowsiness. This is a medical emergency requiring immediate 911 call. Vulnerable populations include the elderly, young children, and those with heart conditions. Check on them regularly. Make sure they can stay warm. Proper layering makes a big difference. Start with moisture-wicking base layer. Add insulating layer like fleece or wool. Top with wind-resistant waterproof outer layer. Hat, mittens, insulated boots, and scarf to cover your mouth are essential. In 2 Timothy 1:7, Paul reminds us, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This detailed forecast is not meant to create fear. It's meant to equip you with knowledge and power to make good decisions. A sound mind prepares wisely. Love motivates us to help others prepare too. Winter storms reveal community character. We check on neighbors. We help clear driveways. We share resources during power outages. We offer shelter to those without heat. These acts of service reflect the love of Christ. They demonstrate we're not meant to live in isolation, but in community. Maybe you're positioned to help someone this weekend. An elderly neighbor who needs help winterizing their home. A single parent who could use extra supplies. A family without adequate heating. Your preparation can extend beyond your own household to bless others in need. Let me recap the critical information. Major bomb cyclone develops over Midwest this weekend. Storm intensifies rapidly from Saturday night through Monday morning. Central pressure drops to 971 millibars by Monday morning over Michigan. Heavy snow 1 to 2 feet across upper Midwest. Isolated totals 2 to 3 feet possible. Snowfall rates 3 to 4 inches per hour during peak Sunday afternoon and evening. Blizzard conditions develop upper peninsula Michigan, northern Wisconsin, Minnesota. Lake effect snow adds 1 to 2 feet Monday and Tuesday in favored areas. Severe weather outbreak Sunday afternoon, Illinois and Indiana. Tornado threat noon to 6 p.m. time frame. Damaging winds, large hail, tornadoes possible. Threat diminishes after sunset, but damaging winds continue. Freezing rain impacts Northeast Sunday into Sunday night. Ice accumulation creates dangerous travel and power outage risk. Wind, major threat across huge area. 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts widespread Sunday night and Monday. 60 to 70 mile per hour gusts possible Ohio and Kentucky. Arctic blast follows. Temperature crash Sunday night and Monday. Wind chills below zero across Midwest Monday and Tuesday. Cold spreads to East Coast Tuesday. Additional Arctic surge likely later next week. Action steps by priority. Heavy snow zone residents prepare to shelter in place 24 to 36 hours starting Sunday afternoon. Stock all essentials now. Heat, food, water, medications, emergency supplies. Check snow equipment. Severe weather zone residents have multiple warning methods ready Sunday. Identify safe location in home. Take all warnings seriously, even though December tornadoes are unusual. Ice zone residents prepare for power outages. Charge devices. Backup power ready. Stock supplies. Avoid Sunday and Monday travel. Everyone in eastern United States prepare for extreme cold, Monday through Thursday minimum. Protect pipes. Backup heating ready. Check vulnerable neighbors. Avoid unnecessary travel Sunday through Tuesday. This storm ranks among the most intense of the season. Multiple hazards, large geographic area, extreme temperature swings, but you have time now to prepare. You have information to act on. You have opportunity to help others. Weather forecasts evolve. Storm tracks shift. Check back for updates as this event unfolds. Small changes in track can mean big differences in local impacts. You are prepared. You know what's coming. You can make wise decisions. Trust your preparation. Support your neighbors. Lean on your faith. Stay safe. Help others. Remember, storms pass. God bless you and keep you protected through this challenging weather and beyond.